This is the Two Random Dudes podcast.
Huge.
I'm a fake gay.
Do you have sex with the shirt on too?
Oh, what up?
What up, guys? Episode 21.
That's it?
No, okay. On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What's up, guys? Yo!
That was much better. You know what they say, second time's a charm.
I think this is the 21st time now, right?
21st episode, Two Random Dudes, your favorite podcast. It's your boy, Gio.
Let's just go right away into it. What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is DayCallMeGio. Hit me up with your questions. I've got an anchor station too if you rather call in to leave a live message. I guess Twitter does audio too, right?
Hold on. I'm sure it does, but let's just take a step back, okay? You talked about your Twitter. I know that's an ongoing thing, but then there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Snapchat, there's obviously Anchor now. There's so many platforms. We're so inundated. We just talked about this during lunch. We're so inundated with notifications and what's going on. I almost feel like, how do we just get away from it all without getting away from it all? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that some of our friends are going to be on, let's say, Instagram on their stories they post a lot of versus Snapchat stories, right? So how do we get away from it? Or how do we become more selective and then at the same time being less, let's say, I want to be like mindful, but I don't want to be like, especially for the people that post way too much. And just like, I get it. And then when you get when that is magnified by, 5-10 times, I feel like even me, I'm a photographer. I go through thousands of images every day, and then I probably post once a day, twice a day at most. There are other people that post 5 to 10 times a day, and it's like the same picture in, like, I don't know, like if they're looking at a background of like the wall, it's like another corner of a wall. It's insane, and it's a cute picture, and you're just like, okay, cool, and you're just like, oh man. What are your thoughts on this, Gio?
Oh, it's great. We could literally repeat the same conversation we had when we went to lunch. There's, nowadays there's a lot of ways that technology makes our lives better, but then there's too much of it. There's so much to consume. There's not enough time. I mean, what are some of the things I brought up? The fact that I actually had to unfollow some people because there was too much stuff.
Wait, but while we're saying this, guys, make sure to not unfollow us, okay? This is very important. This is like the most important thing that you should be following on your social media and podcast. Okay.
I stopped watching a lot of Snapchats every day. It expires after 24 hours. I would watch everybody's Snapchat, then I stopped watching celebrities, only watched friends, and then I stopped doing that.
I remember when you were giving me crap about when we were following Khaled, and you were like, you don't watch it all, bro? You don't know? He just said this. He just said, secure the bag or something like that.
Well, that was something that we did together because we always joked about Lion and all these different jokes he had. And then one day you stopped, so I didn't know you stopped.
It's too much, man.
It is.
And what's crazy is, I don't follow a lot of people per se. I mean, on my Instagram, I think I'm at like a little bit under 1,200 people that are following me, and I'm following like 560. So I'm not following a lot of people, but I have a lot of friends that follow thousands of people. And so I'm like, okay, is this the reason they're either A, not liking my pictures, or B, not seeing my feed? It's because I've fallen to the bottom of that list, of that algorithm that Facebook and Instagram now deploys. Like, for example, I'm 1,500 friends almost on Facebook. I don't even know who half of those people are nowadays, I don't think. And realistically, what do we have? A handful of friends that we actually hang out with and actively, talk to. And
it's time for a purge. Start getting rid of the people you don't know. Now, I always thought there should be some kind of social media that was only with
limited.
it was
you told
limited.
Me about this. Yeah.
It's only with your direct friends, your family, the people you want part of it, so you know what the heck's going on, and it's not just crowded. I mean, now, I don't have Facebook, but if I go down on Nikki's feed sometimes, it's
if you go
just...
down on Nikki?
if I go
Her
down
feet.
on Nikki,
Her feet. Yeah,
her
duh,
feet,
yeah.
her feet.
Oh, her feet.
Yeah, it's just it's ad after ad. You don't know which one's an ad. You don't know which one's like.
Yeah, they try to get you with the whole entire ad thing, especially on Instagram. Too.
No, what I was just saying is you're seeing stories of people you don't even know who they are or what they're doing, or you see those ones like, wow, you won't believe what this mother did for her 5 children. You know, you just see tons of that stuff, and I don't know. To me, that's all garbage, and it kind of reinforces why I don't have, that social network.
See, here's the thing. I'm a photographer, and I do get a lot of my work from my social media, so I kind of feel like I have to be at least present in that social media spectrum. But at the same time, I don't want to not participate, and then I don't want to overly participate. So it becomes a very difficult thing if I don't continue to like certain things for the sake of the fact that, hey, I want them to know I'm liking their images or liking their posts or whatever. Or nowadays, it's become to more of a thing. It's like I don't know. Just think about it. So why do people post? So that they can get that like to feel good about themselves, right? Typically, that's what it is. For me, I think it's more of a, hey, cool, I posted a nice image, and there's a certain level of satisfaction that comes with it when people are like, oh, I like that image. It's a cool image. It's something that, you created, and it's something that's a photo for them for their future. So it's cool in that regard. But, yeah.
I think people post for different reasons. I don't know. If I do that, I kind of do mine. So, for example...
You're different, though.
Yeah.
You don't even really
say I'm different.
have social.
So, like, with Gianna, for example, her YouTube, her Instagram, I manage those. They're more, like, for memories, to look back, like a lookbook, photo book, album. It's like your digital album that you can go bring it anywhere. You can show anyone. For example, an Instagram account. You don't even need an Instagram account to view it. So I can share it with the mom or grandma that doesn't have an Instagram account. Same thing with YouTube. I can't tell you how many times Sebi's 9 now. We go look at his videos when he was 3, opening up Christmas gifts. We watch it all the time. So, my wedding video, it's digital. It's on Vimeo. So, kind of that stuff, that's why I have it. I would say some posts. Snapchat is really like just kind of like a status update or, hey, look at this funny thing. But it's not anything you want to keep, right? You can download it, but most of the time you're just taking it to like look, and then it's gone because you don't care about it.
Right, and that's the value that Snapchat brings. But when you multiply that by X amount of people that you're potentially following or that are snapping away, it's to the point where it's too much. Like, for example, they give you 10 seconds. I even try to make it less than that. Like, if I can just do away with less, fine. Like,
you'll do 1 second. Don't give people enough
those are
time
pictures, right? Those are pictures. You get the point. Boom. That's it. Again,
you can't consume the picture.
No, I think
1 second.
As a matter of fact, as I learn more and more into video, they talk about the importance of how everything can be perceived in the brain in like under a split second. So yeah, it's important.
I don't know about you, but when you post a picture that's 1 second, I like to look. Okay, who's in the picture? Oh, it's Jen and Kaden. Okay, where are they? Oh, they look like they're in a cafe shop. Is that somewhere I've eaten before? What are they eating? Like, I look at all that, not just like, oh, it's Jen and Kaden hanging out. Cool, next. So, I like to look at it.
Screenshot it, man. Let me know that
but
you were interested in
just to screenshot it, I'll have to like back it up and then get my buttons ready to do it. So, no.
But on your Pixel, can't you just like squeeze it and boom, it's a screenshot? You can allocate it for that.
Squeeze is for OK Google.
You can't customize that yet?
Not yet. Well, maybe you can unless you hack it, but I think you're the only one that hacks phones nowadays.
I do not hack my phone, and that's the funny thing is that people say like I'm still hacking. I don't hack. I have apps that I've downloaded that are not necessarily jiving with the Apple world, but it does a lot of things that hack apps would do. So it's why I still like it. So should we talk about phones and technology now?
No, people don't want to hear about that.
They don't want to talk about Android
Apple? That was the other part. I'm still back on that. I didn't want to change that topic yet.
Oh, okay.
So that was the other part of the reason.
That was a direct jab at me for changing topics. I get it.
Well, I don't think we were done. I mean, I had one more point to make about why people post. So I think part of it is, yes, they post to get that like and stuff. But I think they're drowned out by all the good people posting. So, for example, your stuff's good, but there's tons of stuff so way better, right? There's meme pages. There's
Wait, meme pages are
action
better than
sports
my photography?
So, for example, if you are a regular person, you're gonna have, what's your average amount of Instagram followers? 300, maybe 500, average for an average person.
I wouldn't know.
Right. So somebody that's not really on Instagram, doesn't have to use it, maybe doesn't
Probably
have a lot
a
of
couple
friends,
hundred,
maybe
right.
50 people.
Yeah.
But your average person, 300, 500, whatever. You're going to get pretty much all your friends following you. You're going to get your family following you. They want updates, right? That's another thing for social media, Facebook. What are they doing? Oh, this kid I went to high school with. What is he doing, right? So that's your standard. Other than that, you're not going to get this guy from Kansas that's a fisherman that goes, oh my God, this guy Jin has the best photography. Let me follow him. Your standard guy doesn't follow other people like that because there's just millions of people in the world. But if you have these like meme pages that are either surrounding comedy or action sports, or it's a hunting page that's just kind of like general, you're gonna have a lot more followers on that page because for that reason somebody can relate. So maybe there's a girl in Kansas that goes, oh man, I want to be in the big city, and this person's always blogging and fashion in the city, so they have a reason to like follow that person. So your standard person is going to get like 300 to 500, but the people that have millions, that are growing, that have thousands and comments and likes, they're not your average person. They're like either a front, a business, a person posting like, spectacular kind of adventures. You know what I mean? So that's why I think you're wondering like, how come am I getting lower on the algorithm? I think you literally have to like do something that is like, those accounts of amazing humans, or those kind of things. Like, who cannot relate to that? You could show that video to anybody, a 70-year-old, a 9-year-old, somebody that talks a different language than you. If you show them a video like that, humans are amazing, and they're doing like handstands on top of a mountain, like, who cannot look at that and go, wow, no matter what language you talk? So those are the ones that are going to get thousands and thousands of likes versus you going, how come this picture only got like 100? I mean, it's more than average, but it's not getting more than that, I think that's the answer. Right?
So, I didn't even know what the question was.
Did you? One ear and out the other.
No, I think you just went off and just started talking. But what was so what you're saying is I should only post pictures of hot girls half naked on my Instagram so that it garners more likes.
Yes.
Got it. 2018.
I will
That's what we're doing.
Guarantee you, I will put money on it. If you started today and just did the portrait and really nice photos of just hot naked girls, I guarantee you at least double, and we put money on it. If you have 100 likes per photo, you do that for the next year, I guarantee you'll get way more than 200 likes per photo. But I'm telling you, that's the way it works.
I agree. So the funny thing is, that is actually part of my photography goal for next year, which is to get more into fashion, modeling, but not just to take pictures of a hot girl, right? Because anybody can do that, and they'll get a lot of likes. But I want to do it so that we can showcase that model in a better light, more artistic way, and just showcase other things. So yeah. But then that's.
I mean, I know firsthand. Testing those kind of scenarios, it really doesn't matter. You could make a fake account. You can, have fake pictures on there. You can, we've seen videos.
Can we talk about that?
We've seen videos where the guy has a page he created, and in 48 hours. Obviously, he had a little help doing certain things, but I mean that's going to be the difference of why aren't my likes? You need to do something differently because you can't be that standard. Not that
you need
guy.
to do something differently. You just need to do something that's more popular.
Yeah.
That
look at as big as Peter McKinnon. We were just talking about this big photographer. We were just talking about him today. As big as he is and the YouTube subscribers that he has, he did a video with Casey Neistat, another big YouTuber we follow. That's going to get them both more subscribers and things. And where were they? Amsterdam, right? So they're traveling. They're doing stuff. So you constantly kind of do that stuff. And unless there's that kind of epic, traveling, grandiose kind of stuff, then yeah, no matter how good your photos are, you're going to stay at that level as far as likes go. Make sense?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the likes, but it's about what the likes do. It's not that the likes are gonna make me feel better. I mean, a little bit, yes, but it's also because that like, potentially that comment, reshare, whatever, is going to garner more leads for the photography business. So that's what it really comes down to. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, when you get to that Peter McKinnon level, maybe you're still getting leads. You don't know what he's getting. Maybe he's getting Nike photo shoots for $20,000 traveling to London. Like
he's
cool.
doing speeches now.
That's
It's
cool
not
too.
I don't even think he does real.
I'm just
gigs
giving an
anymore.
example. Like it's all relative.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's good stuff.
What? That's the response I'm talking about. Good stuff.
It is. It's good.
So, any new terrorist attacks, or what are you talking about? Are we talking about body? What was that podcast we were talking about with the touching and the?
Oh, well, I mean, I think every single day there's something new about like sexual advances that are unwarranted, and Al Franken and was it Roy Moore or something like that? Yeah. Yeah. You know what we should do right now? Let's not even talk about that because it's probably going to change by the time this podcast comes out, which means it'll probably change for the worse. Let's do like a dad jokes little segment.
How can you lead the way on this? What does that mean?
You know the skit that's going on YouTube is like dad jokes, like Mark Wahlberg and what's that guy's name? Will Ferrell, I think.
Oh, they have the new movie, Daddy's Home.
Yeah, but they did a dad jokes one, and it was pretty funny. So we should have a section like that.
I haven't seen it.
But you know what? Let's do that for homework, okay? Come up with your best 10 jokes.
What would
you have to write them down? So what it is this? It's you and I.
10? I'm not that funny.
Well, you can research it, Google it, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's about the delivery of the joke anyway. So so it's kind of like how you and I are sitting across from the table, right? What we're gonna do is I would tell my joke. The first to laugh, I think gets a point or something.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But they were able to. I saw one of those where they were able to tag out, and then they had rotating people.
Well, listen, it's just us two, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna see who's got the best jokes.
Yeah,
just a little skit.
We got a lot of good ideas coming. I think that'll be fun to see. Yeah. Come with jokes, see you can make each other laugh. I think we got a cop episode planned. Get some cops on here, give their take. We wanted to do a Republican versus Democrat one.
No, it's not.
I also wanted to do a live recording, right? Whether it be live on the internet where you can come, listen, chat, maybe video,
ask questions,
or maybe even
ask us anything
live in person, right? Go to a public place, set up like a stand, and
don't have to tweet you, of course.
Yeah, no. Well, they can come visit us and get on the podcast, ask us questions. a lot of interesting stuff planned. You let us know what you want us to do.
Yeah, so what's going on for the holidays? Big plans, eh?
Always. I have...
Wait, was it time to switch topics after that? I have to check in with you.
Yes, I think we've given that topic ample time. We can switch topics. This is going to be a short podcast, by the way.
Okay, good. We don't want our listeners to be overwhelmed with the amount of cool information we provide for them.
Yeah, just a little bit. Good. Just the tip. Just a little bit.
If Jess was here.
So the holidays, I have a big family, lots of friends. So
wait, Black Friday. Are you getting anything cool for Black Friday?
There's stuff I want, but I'm just gonna. I mean, why buy it yourself? Just you'll have nothing to get for Christmas. I always ask my parents, what do you want for Christmas? They're like, nothing. I can just buy everything I want. I'm like, I can too, but it's the point of getting a gift. So instead of buying me stuff, maybe I'll do some of my Christmas shopping, but instead of buying my own stuff, I'll just put it on my Christmas list. And then...
No, that's cool and all, but we're talking about the whole entire experience of Black Friday, right?
I did it before it was cool, and now I'm over it.
I get it, but does that mean does that mean you're revolting against the concept of Black Friday, or you just don't care about?
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
Because I don't feel like waking up at 2 a.m. to stand in a cold line.
No, but
to
is there
deals
anything worth it?
Because it's oversaturated now, and they know it's a game. They put like a $200 65-inch TV, but it's the crappiest brand. Like, who buys that?
Are you talking about like those Best Buy
It's
doorbusters?
purposely like it's shit. And you wait for nothing, and I don't feel like, even if it is a good deal, to go fight somebody over something. I'll wait for Cyber Monday, just buy it online.
I think Black Friday deals, if you're talking about the ones that are like people camp out at, such as Best Buy, I think those have gotten much more relaxed and better controlled, rather, in the sense that, let's just say, if they know that, you know, this is the hottest item that people are waiting in line and pitching tents for, then I think what they do is they give you tickets, like, you know, there's only 100 we're going to sell, so here you go.
Honestly, think about it, right? So some devices that you might be familiar with, like a Echo or a Google Home, they cost $50. Normally on sale, they're $40. On Black Friday, they'll be $30. So is that $10 worth it to you? Like, really think about it. Like, what did you want?
No, but it's not
What
that.
did you want so bad that you wanted to get up at 2 a.m, wait in the cold line, fight other people,
It wouldn't be 2
to
in the
save $10?
Number one, it's not 2 a.m. It's more like 6 o'clock
Now
the day
they-
before in the
now
evening.
they
It's like,
have
as soon as you
those-
eat dinner, you gotta go and camp
Now
out.
they have those hours. But back when I was doing it, that's what it was. I mean, I'm telling you, I was like a little kid when I was doing it, and now I'm over it.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't think I've ever camped out for it. I think I've gotten to places and I was like towards the middle of the line and I was able to get in on the deal or whatever. But it wasn't anything that I was that fascinated by that I really wanted, and, you know, to save 30, 50, even $120, whatever it was. I don't think I ever camped out for something like that.
Maybe the only reason why I would do it and maybe camp out, which, like I said, you don't need to camp out anymore with online shopping, would be
but now you're talking about Cyber Monday compared to Black Friday.
would be for a release of something. So, you know, there's limited quantity available, and if you get your hands on one or two and the markup value is like 300%, like, that's something that might be considered, because now you're taking 2 hours of your time or whatever it is, waiting in the cold, and you're what do you say? What's the word I'm looking for? You're putting you're putting value to it.
Arbitrage.
Everything's arbitrage. Actually, yeah, that is the word, isn't it? That is.
I think it really.
That really is the word. You're getting something and you're selling it for more. You're getting it at a low price and selling it for more, or getting something at lower quality. So that might be the only time, because now we're talking about all those things that I didn't want: fighting with somebody, waiting in line in the cold, waking up. Now it's worth something, right? Now I'm saying, okay, for an hour of your time, is $300 worth your hour of time?
$500. That's how much it's worth my time. If something that I really want is on sale for at least $500,
Something you really want, or something you could resell?
No, I want. I don't care if
There's
I resell
not
it
much
right now,
that I really want that I could just buy on another day. What am I really saving? I'm telling you. What are you really saving? Because the
I
stuff.
just told you $500.
Like, what is it? Name
Okay, the
something.
A7R3. That's a camera that I'm definitely buying. I'm waiting
And
for
it is
going to
be $500 off.
It
of
is
Black Friday.
absolutely not going to be
Okay,
$500. 'Cause
exactly.
I don't know yet.
And the deals that I'm telling you, even, okay, not these crappy brands.
camera
Let's
isn't
say
even out
let's say
yet.
a Samsung TV or a Sony TV.
Is
They
that
have
still a
these,
thing?
They have these crazy markdowns, but what people don't realize is they're eating it somewhere. To them, all they look at it as 65-inch Samsung, but really there's more to it. What about the other specs? That's what they're not.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
Calculating in
doesn't
there.
Best Buy come out with products specifically for Black Friday
Probably.
deals and specials and things like that?
Probably. It's definitely it's much to do about nothing.
So yeah, my thing that I would wait in line for is this A7R3. The camera's not even out yet. It doesn't come out until the end of November. So I think if there was somehow, some way, they're like, hey, listen, we'll give you a pre-order if you wait in line, and it'll say $500. Yeah, that's fine. It's $3,200. That's a hefty cost for SLR, and that's only for the body only. So yeah, I'd wait online for Black Friday if it saved me $500 or more on that particular camera. Other than that, I don't really care. I don't need a new laptop. I don't need, other items per se.
Exactly. There's nothing you need, and
You know what that means?
it's all marketed.
We're getting old. And
We're getting old?
We're to the point where consumerism isn't even a fun anticipation, because we were younger. It was.
Yeah,
it was
been there, done
exciting
that.
to get that, let's say, camera or whatever it was back in the day, Now it's just like, oh, it's too much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You're getting old. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, I feel like, too, like I said, we can just do it in a different way, from home, online. Or I'm just repurposing it, getting it as a Christmas gift versus buying it for myself.
Yeah, but if you're getting it from Christmas gift, now it's like, hey, listen, Mom, can you buy me this $1,000 product that you could have gotten for $600 on Black Friday if you had waited in line?
It's not, because I just told you again, give me a product that's like that.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm
$1,000 product that's $600.
I'm giving you an example of a situation where it's like, hey, if you...
That doesn't happen. You're getting a $40 product for $30.
That's it.
$10.
I'm doing a Black Friday special for photography services. Tell your mother, tell her to wait at my door.
What?
If she comes to my door by Black Friday, I'll give her a discount on photo shoot with the family. Which she's not going to use anyways, because she hasn't.
Where are you going with it? It doesn't even make sense anymore.
It does. When you play this back, you'll see. Do you listen to our own podcast?
I do. And I laugh. I laugh when I listen. And it's surprising to me that I feel like I miss stuff when I listen to it the second time. And I'm like, how did I miss it? I was there. I was physically there, and I don't remember that.
I think the same exact thing about you. How do you miss those things? Oh, goodness. What else is going on? Anything new going on in news?
I actually have to go. I've got a meeting.
See, this is what I mean. We can't ever have a real podcast because Gio over here has always got to get going. He's got so much stuff to do, Mr. Busy Bee.
Listen, I'm doing it during the day, during my normal work, 9 to 5 hours, so I can accommodate you. Because, I go to bed so early because I'm an old man. You can't stay up to do it. I wake up the same time as you, dude. I don't know why you're in bed at 9:30.
I'm not in bed at 9:30.
Okay.
It's closer to like 10:30, 11. And at times, I did try to reach out to you and say, hey, let's podcast.
So, wait, let me tell
at like 11.
Let me tell this story. He's like, let's podcast. And I go, okay, let's do it at 11. And Jin goes, why not 2? So I say,
hold on.
Okay.
Whoever doesn't think that that's sarcasm, which is you,
no.
You've got to be somewhat out of your mind to not realize that was sarcasm.
He says, let's do it at 2. I'll be up at then. I'll be up. I said, okay. So I set my alarm for 2. And I called him, or I texted him, and of course, he wasn't up. So, I don't know, bro. I
think you're a little bit... You're a little bit out there if you think that the whole entire purpose of me saying 2 o'clock was to be serious.
All right.
Why 2? Why not, let's say, like 11, like you initially suggested, 11, or let's say 5 o'clock in the morning? Who does that? 2 o'clock in the morning?
Well, the thing is, you're suggesting random times that you're not up. When I'm suggesting a time, 1, it's 11 when I am up, and 2, it's early where you should not be sleeping. Especially if you are like me, and Jin's on his laptop, that's why he lost his attention.
Dude,
if you're like me, which you are,
Wait, what do you mean? I'm like you. How?
You do a million things at once, and by losing a couple hours of sleep, you get to do more stuff. So you're definitely one of those guys. So I don't know why you're using that time to sleep. You should be using it to do the 1,000,001 things that you and I do.
First off, I do work until I go to bed. It's not like I'm not working. So I'm working until I go to bed.
There's a couple more hours of time that you can use that you're sleeping that you can continue to do stuff because there's not enough time in the day. You know that.
No, 11 to 6 are pretty much my bedtime hours. 11 to 6. That's it. I'm being serious. So that's like what?
If you had an extra hour a day, what could you do? One, podcast. But 2, I'm sure you can get more photos edited. You could finish those vlogs. How backed up are you on the vlog? I haven't seen a Caden vlog in 3 months?
No, it's been about 2 months. But it's to the point where I don't want to focus on that aspect of it because I'm going to push out like one vlog every 3 months. But
to be continued.
Are you suggesting that I should prioritize everything around 5 hours of sleep like you do? Because I get 6 hours right now, and I feel like it's good. I don't want to go crazy with it. And I feel like there's a good balance of what I do because I'm always working already.
But let's to be determined. Let's continue this. I have to So that's the question. When there's so much time in the day and too much to do and not enough. Wait, I said that wrong. Too much to do and not enough time.
No,
would you
too
sacrifice
much time and not enough to do?
No.
I'm kidding.
Yes. What are your thoughts on that? So, let's
Gio.
save that till next time. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
All right, let's go. Peace.
Roll the outro.
Do we even roll the intro?
Yeah, I added after. Roll the outro. Ba-doom.
Is that like 80s porn music?
Yeah.